For this project, we're going to be using oil pastels. I'm using Expressionist oil pastels from Craypass. They're just vibrant, they glide so nice, they're smooth, they're just wonderful. I've also got some bright, strong construction paper and of course masking tape to create my border. That's just going to give me a nice crisp edge and help my paper stay on the table. Okay, let's go! We are beginning by taking a white oil pastel and drawing an oval diagonally across the paper. This will be the shell of our turtle. Now I'm going to kind of trace the bottom edge of that oval right inside, about halfway on both sides. Now I'm drawing a bunch of hexagons with my white oil pastel, and I'm just kind of fitting them in with each other like a puzzle, but I'm not touching the edges of them together. Now let's create the flipper by drawing an oval that connects back to the main oval with two lines, and then I'm just going to draw two small arches for the other arm going into the side. Now the head is kind of like an oval with a triangle off of it. That triangle is the beak. Now I'm just doing little embellishments. I'm drawing white inside all of my lines, and I did some dots on the side. I drew a circle for the eye, some more triangles and squares in the flippers, and I'm gonna add some bottom flippers there and a tail because I had forgotten. Oops. Now I'm going to line each hexagon inside with red, and then I'm gonna go in with orange and line the inside of the red, and then yellow inside the orange, and now I am going to blend it. You can do it with your finger or you can do it with a blending stick, and I just had some blending sticks laying around, so that's how I chose to do it, but either way works. You got to figure out what works for you and what gives you the effect that you want. Now I am going around the red with some dark green, and I'm going to blend that in just to sharpen those edges and give it a little bit more depth. And I'm going to draw some star shapes with my yellow inside each hexagon. Now I'm going to use all the green colors that I have in my palette, and I'm going to just randomly put different colors in each square or triangle, and then I'm taking the last green, the fourth green, and I'm coloring in around all of those shapes. You'll notice that I've left the white border around each shape. I'm also adding the green on the edge of the shell. Now I've decided to brighten up the yellow stars with some white on top of that and a blue eye. Okay, and I'm just crisping up some of my lines and some of my colors and blending here and there. Now I'm going to make some swirls in the water around him, and I'm using a few shades of blue and white. Now looking at the colors in the water, you need to decide if you want to leave it with the broad strokes and chunky marks, or if you want to blend it so it's a little more smooth. And I've decided I'm going to blend it. Now for the grand finale, taking the tape off. And I actually used some construction masking tape, and it kind of ripped some of the paper, so you might want to use masking tape specifically designed for art and paper. And there it is, we are done. Wasn't this so much fun? I actually had my 9-year-old daughter sitting right next to me, and she did it also, putting her own little style and flair. I actually had her use some different oil pastels than I used. They're made specifically for children. They're the Junior Artist from Craypass. They're non-toxic and safe, and as a mom, I just want that for my kids. Plus, they just worked great, so bonus! I know I said I was done, but I decided to add a little white border around the background because I just wanted it to pop out a little more. Okay, now I'm done for realsies, I promise. Putting my oil pastels away, committing to this. If I can get it in the box. It's not that hard, but you gotta focus on these things.